So mgbe ihe ndị a jiri mechaa mgbe ihe ndị a ji emega, I was overwhelmed with pressures and tensions. First of all, the sight of the woman mụ na ya gwọrọ ahụhụ my mother. The condition m ji elega mama m anya, mama m abịawụrụzia onye li m na ewu na ukwu osisi. Hey! That one alone was so devastating. It crushed me. Nje na-ele my mother anya marakwa na-awụ m n'anya like this, na-eshi m awụsa n'ihe ime, a na-ekpo ọkụ, ya na-eze ọkụ chachacha. Hot tears. So ama m nke na-ekwu ekwu, my dad was in a very bad situation. Our father couldn't meet up. He was a man just na manage iji na-eji bicycle na-eje ọrụ. Now, at Marina, it was impossible for my dad to ride bicycle all the way to 45 Marina Street in Lagos. Lekwa condition mama anyị nọ n'ime ya. Where will my dad now get motor? Ego iji baa moliwe were jije ọrụ. And ya gbasa ọrụ ya lọhụ direct to Mafoloku, which required more money, more cost of transportation. So mụ na onwe m anaghị agba the same thing. So combined with Stella na condition nke ya, so this is our sister. Anyị dilachi ya ọwụ ya wụ nwaanyị wee legekwanụ our mother anya, adịkwa na ama things nwere ike na-emeje at times. Anya shi my dad ngwa cheshi ya n'ụlọ, mụ onwe m etekekwanụ leave, Stella go and stay with our mom. The situation of Stella, I will talk about it in a different video. So I was so bad beaten. There was a time that I would have done the unexpected. Mena him otu onye obi ọkụ ejeme, but yes, mama anyị kwuru okwu shi Chukwu dị nwe ya nge ma ntị. Onye obi ọkụ hụ je bụ onye ara ha gbara ozi anwụ. And maybe the kind of person I am today, or I was at that time, was as a result of how my mother was able to cage me. Maybe I was here somebody who is now like a coward. I can't fight for myself. I couldn't fight for my mother. I couldn't fight for my sister. I couldn't fight for my family. That ihe bịa ga wụrụ onye eji zọrọ n'okwu zọbata bịa mee mama molest. Ma hapụ ya onye wa gara ije for. What will I say in front of God? Why will I say that I could not defend the woman that brought me to earth? So, violence is not always the solution to so many things. You need the direction of God. And at that time, even though I was violent, but I was drawing close to God. Ndị mụ na ha ji akpakwado ndị megakwana m introduce. To different kind of churches. I remember at that time, we frequent Deeper Life Church on Bagada. One of our neighbors took it as a point of duty. Every time I name a revival, mana no preaching, mana na ngozi nke shi na aka Chineke. Chineke na strength jem, mbekwana mo ji doma monto up to today. So the another thing because press charm much. Let me just say it now. Now Oshindero Street Hanibi. The fact that everybody now have seen my mother's nakedness. Everybody to our mom. So I was not so comfortable looking at anybody's face. But I was still determined to see my mother through, to help my dad. Iji hụ that na this is a time of tribulation, a time of sorrow and pain. Papa, was worse. I've never seen my dad in that kind of a situation. Legala a man ishi ala Hausa were lọ agbachala ọsọ ọgụ ya racha ahụhụ mechaa ihe ndị I mean dodgecha all the bullets, all the assaults ndị Hausa nyere ndị Igbo. Papa ma dodgecha ya lokpulo back to the village. Ọ nọghị ọdụ ọgụ ebie ashi ndị Igbo ji ebidowa ọrụ. Papa ma lokwukwa back ebe ya nọ ọrụ gọọmenti, ọrụ ministry. He came back. Chukwu emene ebere ndị ministry mehu ya absorb. So ya ebido struggle ma. Ọ wezighịkwa time ya shi his family bịa join ya. Nọrọ nga ebikwasa aka shi the first thing ya ga-eme hụ to be able to train children. Aga m akọwa otu m jiri ji aka m zụọ onwe m na school. Ọwụ papa m zụrụ m. I trained myself. Ndị papa zụrụ wụ Mike na Chinedu. Hụkwana ha o jikwa na ji beat ya down as per say it was like a bomb that exploded in my father's life when Mike and Chinedu ran off and left him to manage. Ha mehụkwa U-turn. This guy Mike mehụkwa U-turn bịa lekwa nwunye papa anyị rụrụkwa were ejiji were ọgwụ ego. So medechala m anya shoke I couldn't hide the shame of looking at my mother or looking at the faces of our neighbors nọ n'Itire. Mgbe the idea that came ka ha kpọkpuo ka my dad share okay anyị agaghị cut to his service short. He began to apply for his pension much earlier because Papa Madla due already for retirement. But because of the size of the debt ọ nọ n'isi papa anyị, ọ chọrọ ịkwụfụcha ego Chinedu na Mike ji eje school. Papa anyị wanted to pay it off completely before ya na-eme retire. Where will the man start? Now lekwa condition nwunye ya. These people were nna ekwesu siri ike o. The devil is strong. Man, the devil is fearless and without mercy. So this is a man, our father, who was struggling to pay off debt, managing with a small salary. Na-akwadoshi Chukwu mene ebere ya clear ocha this debt. Ya kpọrọ nwunye ya ha retire lakpuo to the comfort of their little home in the village. Ya dị enwe ego a ga na-enye ya na pension ya were ji bido nwa poultry farm were ji na support onwe ya iji keep onwe ya busy. Nyekwa na-enye ego nwunye ya jee na ọrịa ngwuruzu anwa nwụwụ crayfish were ji shiele ya nri ya rie daga Chukwu akpọ ya. Now ma ọrụ nwa ojighị ma ụmụ ojighị pensions, peaceful retirement to the village ojighị. Then his dignity in the Lagos or Anyobikwana was sold out because my father now was walking in the street. Everybody have seen the nakedness of your wife. Everybody have seen the nakedness of my mother. I had no place to hide anymore. So and I derived pleasure in supporting them to go to the village. Through 1986, 1985, my dad Apache April retired and moved to the village in Nigeria. So the point here now, anerula to aladolam na village nga papa anyị all village attention ma draw towards the village. Then I need to make consultations with ụmụnna because ọrụ na m tekiri ha violently it could have ended up badly. So I decided to take it in a very soft and civilized way. The next people ụmụnna before money will ụmụnna shahamarana that ọrịa mama anyị rịa ga ha wụghị for nothing. Nlekwa ha igi many. Anwe nke shi ka ha dịla m ukwu ka ha dị aka ka anyị shi oke ka a consult all the council of the elders ka ma ka ebe aka ebe o chi were ego ndị ahụ spendịga. No, ha shighi m hapụrụ Chineke. Ha hapụrụla m ya Chineke. The first discussion ndị ụmụnna gwara m n'isi m hapụrụ Chineke mekwanụ m eji m egere mmadụ ntị, eji m egere papa m ntị, jikwana egere mama m ntị, jikwana egere ụmụnna ntị, m egela ha ntị. Otherwise, my move could have been towards Umoye. But kedụkwanụ Umoye nke njije n'ime ya? Which Umoye? Umoye ebe a nụrụ mụọ Selin? No, amụghị m mma m n'Umoye. And the rightful people ngali consult n'ime ashila m lele anya ụmụnna adọm igere ha ntị, because ọrụ na ana m regret that egerela m ụmụnna ntị, ndị ụmụfọkaja egerela m ha ntị ma ha ji shi m hapụrụ Chineke. But today, the same people mere m advice to leave everything to God now has turned my enemy. Ha na-awụzi ndị echi anụ Chukwudi ga-egbuo okporogenic that na Mike has not repented in his attitude of money sacrifices, of rituals for money. Mike has not repented. Hishinkurogenika, Vivian nwunye Mike ekwuola hishinkurogenika. Now they have turned the barrel of their gun towards me, and I was their enemy. After how many children from my father's house? After how many souls from Umofagaja? I did him right to be able to query Mike that anything that is going on in this family, that belongs to me, anything that is somehow inconsistent to the path of peace, I cannot be able to open my mouth and speak. Now, ndị Umoye hụ ndị the next place nsopụsịrị ịgbakọjeni bịakwanụ bịa lenu ihe m hụga. Ego a Mike spendịga, where did he get it? Kedu onye kwụrụ ya as a salary? Which bank received it from the white man? Ebe ha chanwemega the 419. No. Nigeria being what it is today, onye with ego a support wire rally year round. So Umoye was supposed to be a place supposed regionally. And when maternal home, because Umoye is not a place I'm selling. I'm mom na umunam. And as things was at the time, Baby rescue ya from Umoye. Papa ya na mama ya anwụọna. My mother was an orphan before Mdana of our mom. Yadi, whatever that my mom was able to tell me concerning her movement from Umunam to Umoye, the little I know, and when our mother died, what was the involvement with Umunam and Umoye, as a result of which nobody came to claim our mother's body.